morning, everybody. I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite things to make for breakfast. It's an almond butter spread, and it contains a 7-grain sprouted bread, no flour at all. It's all just freshly live grain. And I can show you that the 7 sprouts that they use a sprouted wheat, rye, barley, oats, millet, corn, and brown rice. And so no preservatives, all natural. And you can keep this refrigerated because I actually had a friend that said she didn't keep it in the fridge and they started to grow because it's live. You have to keep it under control, either in the freezer or because it's in the frozen section. This is actually, you can get this in the organic frozen section in Giant or probably other places too. That's where I go. But yeah, she said that started to grow stuff. So make sure you put it in the fridge or in the freezer if you're gonna hold it for a while. So you just let it in there. Because I went on vacation for a while, had it in the fridge, came back and there was some stuff on it, so I had to throw it away. So it's really good for you and everything, but you have to make sure you keep it under control or you might get sick. So yeah, this is a really, really good bread full of awesome fibers, proteins. Okay, this is the thing. I'm a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for almost 2 years now. And the thing is, people are like, how do you do it? You know, you don't eat meat, you don't get your protein. That's silly, okay? I have to say that I believe that I get a lot of protein, and the thing is, I get it from all of these things that were from the earth, like grown from the earth. And I think that's what makes the big difference on like the energy levels of people, like people that are consuming meats and stuff. They usually seem to be more like, because, you know, they don't really know what those animals are consuming before they were, you know, killed and all that stuff. Whatever, we're not going to get into that, but I'm just saying you can be a vegetarian and you can get good protein. This right here has 4 grams of protein, okay? But that's just this. This is just the bread. Wait until you see everything else that I put in, okay? So, and this also has no cholesterol, which is good. 1 gram of sugar, like 3 grams of fiber, and yeah, good stuff in here. Phosphorus, iron, zinc, vitamin B6, stuff like that you need in your life. And instead of taking a supplement pill, you can get it through natural things. So this is a good thing. So this is almond butter. Okay? This stuff is awesome. This has 5 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, no cholesterol, no trans fat, only 1.5 grams of saturated fat. And the thing about this is, I've heard before, it's almost better to consume almond butter when it's creamier, because then you don't have to break down all of the other fats that are consumed in like a hard almond. And I've also heard that if you soak your almonds before you eat them, it's easier to digest and it lessens the fat in it, so it's pretty cool. But for people that need to stay away from like fatty foods, this is something that's really good for you to consume and get your good natural fats. So this is something really good, and I just butter this with some almond butter and put a little bit more there. Okay. Next thing we're going to use is hemp seeds. These things are awesome. I say awesome a lot. I think it's the word of the 90s. I'm a 90s child, and I really think awesome. I don't know if I just use it too much, but check it out. This is an awesome thing. It's got all the omegas per teaspoons, and it's got the omega-6 LA, omega 3s, super omegas. Like, it's amazing. Proteins, 11 grams, 22% protein here. Iron, 16%, phosphorus, 48, magnesium, 48, zinc, 23, no trans fat, only 1 gram of saturated fat. Yeah, so it's a really good thing to consume. I just sprinkle this on my bread in the morning. Cause see what I do is I put the almond butter on and it makes it like sticky, so then you can just kind of stick stuff to it. So I just start putting stuff on this piece of bread, and we've got a couple more things to put on this, so I'll take you through it all. So this is good to consume. I also put this in my smoothies, and food in general, like it has on the front cover. You can use it in anything. It's just a good way to get the consumptions of your omega-3s and your proteins and all the other awesome things that I told you about. And make sure you refrigerate it. It even has that in yellow. Refrigerate it. It keeps it longer. So there you go. So I refrigerate both of those items back there. Next we're going to do chia. I've talked about chia before. Chia, it expands when you put it in your stomach. And what it does is it kind of goes in and it cleanses the inner part of your stomach and helps your digestive system. And it's like a colon cleanse. So it really helps with anything like to get out of your body, you know. So, and the good thing, people don't understand, like a lot of the time, it all depends on what you eat. Like if you're eating good fiber, you're going to poop a lot. And you want to poop. The more you poop, the better. Because you don't really want to keep that stuff in you. You want to get it out, you know what I mean? So that's why natural foods, you get it in, it does its job, and you get it out. And then there's other foods like, you know, we don't even want to go into that. Other foods that don't. Okay, this is pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are awesome. Awesome, awesome. They're great in minerals. They're good for your hair. And, yeah, let's see here. Protein 9 grams. Dietary fiber is 3 grams. Saturated fat 3.5. But I think this is also kind of like an almond. You can kind of soak these or something, and it might ease up on the fat and all. So yeah, still this is really good. Iron, vitamin C, vitamin A. Lots of yummy minerals in here. Yeah. Organic shelled pumpkin seeds. These are awesome. So we just sprinkle these on here. And yeah, so this is good to consume. And I like to consume it every morning. And next we have sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are awesome. They're good for your mind. They're good for your brain. This has 6 grams of protein, 3 grams of dietary fiber, 2 grams saturated fat. It's got a lot of good stuff in here. Iron, calcium, vitamin A. So I put another little handful of these on there. And these are also really good in like salads and stuff. I love sunflower seeds in my salad. And pumpkin seeds. Actually, any of these things that I just used, I kind of put them in my salads too. And then last but not least, this is a golden flaxseed. Good for fiber. Good for calcium. Good for protein. The things you need. Here they are. That's another thing. People are like, if you don't drink milk, how are you getting your calcium? It's like, well, no, lots of other things have calcium too, you know. It's not just milk. So, yeah. And I drink almond milk. That has calcium in it. It actually has more calcium than milk does, and less fat, and less carbohydrates. Actually, I don't even think there is carbs in it. I'm gonna check. I don't usually get this silk, but they didn't have my favorite, so I had to get it. This stuff is kind of thick. I don't really like this one as much. Calcium here. Okay, this is a good way to look at it. Calcium, 45% in almond milk. Dairy, 1% is only 30% calcium, and lactose-free milk is also only 30%. So you're getting more of that. and an antioxidant vitamin E you're not getting in your regular milks, and you do get it. You get 50% of it in this handy dandy almond milk. And cholesterol, oh, I am right, 0 cholesterol in almond milk, and 10 in regular 1% dairy milk, and 15 in your lactose-free milk. So this is something you can really, really get used to. It's not bad. They even have like rice milk and coconut milk, hemp milk. I've tried it all. For some reason, me and almond milk, we just get along. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know. Calcium, you can find it in other things. Like I have a bunch of powders like Maca Magic and stuff like that that has that in there. So, you know, and even in here there's calcium. There's calcium in this, calcium in these things. So yeah, now I gotta try this yummy thing, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's delicious. See it? Okay, I'm gonna take a bite for you. And it's so crunchy and nutty. It's really good. Yeah. And the good thing about it, it fills you up for quite a while, because I just read you off all the stuff that's in there. It's just amazing. Yeah. This is really good for you. Perfect fiber, protein, calcium, phosphorus, zinc, iron meal, and minerals for the hair and for the skin and everything. So it takes a lot to eat because you really want to chew it up. Like, I read that something that causes farts. I know this is so weird, but you're gonna understand. People don't chew their food up properly, okay? And that causes these little like blockages in your stomach, and then it just gets all weird. So anyway, what you want to do is chew up your food to the point where it almost feels like moist liquid. You don't want to like get balls of food and just like kind of force it down the throat and then like take a big chunk of water. You really want to be good to your body. It's really good to be good to your body, and it will show you lots of amazing energy in return. So I hope you enjoyed this breakfast meal. I'm going to finish this and probably make a little smoothie or something. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.